Okay, hi everyone. Just a quick voiceover for the start of the video. This is me and Bridie in Cornwall. This is a few years ago. This video is going to be a quiet video. I was concentrating on making this soap and trying to do almost an exact replica of the first batch that I made. So I'm quiet. So enjoy. Okay, I'm back to cut frosted sea glass. So when I made it, I was making it kind of silent because, just because. So this is my last 2 batches ever because Brambleberry discontinued this fragrance oil. Now I've been making lots of soaps with just essential oil, so it's a bit of a one-off anyway because I'm trying to go back to all essential oil, which is working pretty good. I think my customers actually prefer it, to be honest. But this one, it's a pretty special scent, so I'm quite happy to list this again. not again, I'm happy to list it, but I mean make it again, because it's been popular. It hasn't been as popular as all the rest, but it has been quite popular, and it's just such a lovely scent. So it is a shame that they've stopped doing it. But, you know, there's other scents. It was one that I bought because they got a sale. So I thought I'll try it because I love the sea moss that they do as well. That's a lovely scent. But this one is similar to sea moss, but it's not quite the same. This one's more, I'd say more sea-like to me. It's quite aquatic, and it's got almost like a fresh cut grass note as well. Matt used it in our bathroom because I took a bar home, and he said, "What's in that soap? Who's made that?" And I said, "Me. I made it." And he was like, "Oh, what's in it then?" And I said, "It's called frosted sea glass." He said, "It smells like grass." And I thought, yeah, it does actually. It does actually smell a bit like a fresh cut grass scent. But it also smells very much like the sea. So here's the big chunk. Looks nice. So I've got 2 of these to cut, so I'll just cut this one on camera. And if you're an Instagram follower, then you've probably seen it already, because I've already put out videos of the cut of this, but like sped up. So this is just the long form video. Leave my loaf cutter first. I should really invest and get one of those long, like large loaf cutters, but I just haven't got round to doing that. Okay, I want to cut it so that my swirls are that way. So out of these blocks I get 30 bars plus 9 samples. So I'll show you the sample sizes, which I've still got some from the last batch. So this is my sample size. They look like this. And they are between 30 and 50 grams. It just depends how thick I cut them, but they're lovely little chunks. And I sell so many samples, so many. So it's a good way of getting rid of those end pieces, and also people like to try something before they buy a full size, and doing the samples has just been brilliant for me. I mean, I used to do sample sets, but I didn't do individual samples, but doing individual ones has worked really well, because people can just buy like however many they want. So sometimes I get orders and they've only ordered samples, but they'd have ordered like one of everything, so it's great. So these end pieces are like this size. I get 3 more bars, and then that's where I cut my samples from, because these are big wide chunks. So I'll cut them down in a minute. So the sort of end strip is the extra bar. Sorry, the end strip is the samples, and then there's an extra bar out of these. They look a little bit lower than the last time, so we need to cut them a bit wider. It's because I did like a double batch and I didn't actually split it off to weigh it out. I just sort of poured it and did it by eye. But either way, they'll still be a good weight. But yeah, this one does look a bit lower than the last that I made. I'll check it out in a minute and go and grab a bar so I can see. I'm just trimming the edges on the tops because I don't like any harsh edges. There we go. So it's Saturday afternoon. It's gone cold because the heating's gone off in here. It comes on in the morning and then goes off Saturday afternoons, which is a bit of a pain in the bum. Just need to get another sticker on there. Let me just get one of those. Okay, should we put that down there? It's just packs of labels that I buy for fragrance concentrates and such, and little labels for samples and things like that. So it's just my guide where I'm going to cut my soap. So I just stick it on there. This is my single wire cutter. So I'm just going to grab my other bars from the previous batch, and let's just see if they're very different in height. No, not really. Colour's ever so slightly different. I was going for like a teal blue green. So these, that's my first batch there, and that's my second batch. So this one is green, more green, and this one's more teal blue. Interesting. Let's put this. Still a nice nice chunk. Let's get those done first. I'll go just a little bit wider. I don't want to lose the weight of them. So these are a nice plain bar with that nice green clay, and then the contrasting swirl. These are my favourite kinds of soaps, how these look. I just think it's lovely, and I love that sprinkled clay on the top. I think it's a really nice effect. So let's get these cut. Build a little soap wall again so you can see. I've left it quite a long time. I was going to come up this morning, but I didn't. And then we went out for a very long dog walk. So we got all dressed up in our warm clothes and hats, gloves. Dogs are in their coats. And it was just freezing cold out there. Can you see what I'm... I think you can. I might bring you in a bit in a minute. But yeah, we've gone basically around the whole town and did about a 3 mile, I think it's about 3 miles, about a 3 mile walk. So I told Bridie when we got back that she was a spectacular dog for walking as far as she did, because she's 10 years old now, Bridie. Those who've been with me on this channel would have seen when she was a young dog, and she's getting on a bit now. So to do these long stints is quite a lot for her, but today she did remarkably well to go that far, so I'm really proud of Bridie. God, I love that dog so much. She's been constant companion, you know, she's one of the, well, everybody's dog is a constant companion, but that one, she's been the most special. She's just a lovely, lovely creature. So I had a little word with her when we got back just to tell her how amazing she is. And she went, lying in her bed. It's a thank you. Thank you. So we've got Bridie, Prudence, and we've also got Lucky. So some people asked, oh, you've got 3 dogs now. And we were like, yes, I've got 3. We took Lucky in. He's a Saluki cross. He's a lurcher, but he's a, I think he's Saluki greyhound. Could be a bit of whippet in there, but I don't think so. He hasn't got whippety ways. He's very aloof, like the Saluki breed. Saluki breed is quite an aloof type of a dog. So he's got different ways to the whippets, and he gets upset by things because he's a boy and they are softies compared to the girls. I found girl dogs to be much more bitchy. Surprise, surprise. Actually, I'm going to leave that as it is. Okay. So, got one last loaf. So that's what my morning's been like. Then after this, I'm going to go to the supermarket. So I've got to go and get a few things, some supplies. And then I'm going to go home and probably just sit down and have a nice cosy evening because it's so cold at the moment. It was supposed to snow, but we haven't had the snow. Just show you that nice bar. Yeah, no snow came, which I didn't think it would anyway. It was threatening snow or snow mixed with rain, so we probably got a bit of snow mixed with rain last night. But yeah, it hasn't gone crazy. You know how they build up this treacherous weather to come, and it never bloody happens. It's very, very rare that we get a great big dumping of snow here in the UK. I mean, we know we might get like the one-off once or twice a year, but they always make it like, I'm sure they do it so that people go out and buy a load of shopping. Getting people to buy a load of crap from the supermarket because they think they're going to get snowed in. Anyway, yeah, so we didn't get the snow. So there we go, that is frosted sea glass. So I've got another one to cut up, like I said, but I don't want to do it all on camera because we'll be here all day. So the next one I've got, I think I filmed it all, is Ethereal Seas. I was filming the making of stuff yesterday, so hopefully I filmed enough of that one as well to get a video out of it. I do tend to put the camera on a lot more at the moment, so I've got 2 tripods. So I've got one for Instagram, TikTok, and one for, like we're using now. I've bought a new one so that I can get some YouTube videos up, because it's important to keep that channel going. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe if you want to see some more. I'll try and make it a little bit more upbeat. I'm just tired today and cold, and I just need to get this done. But yeah, I'm going to try and do a video a week at least is what I'd like to do. Obviously I'm still uploading shorts, but as for the long form videos, they don't get the views that they used to, but hopefully we can build on that. But if you're not subscribed, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified of all my new videos, and there'll be more and more soap making. So if there's any soap making that you want to see or things that you want me to share, then just leave a comment below and I will see what I can do. Okay, I will see you soon. Ta-ta.